Man, I'm like a guy with a new candy or a new toy, man. Everything that's happening around the world with Canelo and all that. I'm gonna admit, man, it was just getting boring, man, and the same questions, the same things, but it changed a little bit. So I'm good. I think we're in a good position. Super happy, and where we at. Super happy with our next fight at 175, and everything's going crazy, man. Canelo now is denying that they offer $5 million, and they were offered by PVC and our promoter. Now he's saying that I'm lying. That I who am I to offer that kind of money? Shit, I would never offer that money. Our promoters are the ones that are offering that money. So, man, he doesn't even know what he wants to say no more. Now he wants 150 million, 200 million to fight David. He'll fight him tomorrow. To me, that's, man, he's scared, bro. So I'm happy. I'm happy.
So he kind of went out by himself when he said, they asked him what you think about the day for the fight. He talked about, it's a Mexican showdown. I know that I in the past I said that I wouldn't fight another Mexican, but then he said that Jaime Munguia has been very respectful and was the word what was it dedicated or
I have
yes,
no idea. So he
yes.
comes with that. I mean, so many
No,
things he comes
discipline.
up.
I'm sorry. He said
Discipline.
discipline, yes, and respectful.
Well,
So
when you see a Jaime Munguia getting beat and getting hit a lot, and you have an opportunity to beat, of course you're gonna say a lot of good things about that. He's the best. He deserves it. He's a great champion. We're gonna give you guys a war. Of course, he's supposed to say that. But when you mention a guy that's hungry and he's been proving himself and it's been mandatory for 3 years, of course you don't want to fight it.
you believe that he's did you think like it was an indirect like because when I was watching it I thought it was an indirect to you guys when he said that.
Well, of course, he's just so tired of people asking him about David. Now he says, if they give me 150 million, 200 million, I will fight him tomorrow. What does that tell you? I mean, if I tell you, hey, I'm going to give you 3 million to fight Canelo, does it make sense? Fuck yeah, I'll fight him for 3 million. Does it
Yeah,
make sense? So
yeah,
I
yeah.
think that's what it is. You're gonna lose, but you're just there for the money. So I mean, everything that I'm hearing now and all that, man, so many excuses, and I feel very proud about the work that we have done and the hard work that David has put in and proven himself. And he says that he doesn't bring anything to the table, just 25 pounds a day of the fight. He's a big guy too. You know, I mean, he fought at 175. Those excuses, man, he's just running out of excuses. And to me, I just sit back and relax and enjoy everything that he's saying.
That's what I was about to say. Like, did you get to? It's nice to see someone else go out and mess up, and you don't need to say anything.
No, exactly. I think that everybody's catching up to him. I'm pretty sure the people from Saudi are gonna offer that money. They don't care. They will pay that money. Let's see what he says when he gets that offer of 150 million. You know, let
Hmm.
let let let's see now what excuses he's gonna make. I
I-
don't I
Is
don't
that
think they
is
have.
that the message for Canelo right there?
I mean, I don't think they would love to have that fight over there. We would love to fight over there, but be careful what you wish for.
Mm. Mm. Um. So, do you feel like the Saudis would? Do you think that they were listening to that? Do you think that they would put up an
They listen
proposal?
to everything, buddy. They listen to everything. They want to have
Have you
nothing but the
gotten
biggest.
Saudi phone calls yet? Because I hear everybody's gotten them.
I'm not gonna comment on that, but I'm happy. you know, like I said, that's why I'm happy. Because I think they will be interested. I think that will be great. And like I said, be careful what you wish for. If that's what you want to retire and make that fight happen, I think it might happen.
Do you feel like, hey, like this could be a fight that generates that type of money?
I don't, I don't think so. I don't, it's a lot of money, man. 200 million. It's a lot of money. But these guys, they have the money. and they don't care. They just want to put up shows. Here, it will be. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I don't know with the things that are how everything's happening. Those numbers are too big for me even to think about it. I have no clue. I'm lost. Once we make that fight happen and see what generates, then we have a better clue. I think right now nobody knows. You know, it will be really hard to make. Uh, but it's interesting. I don't know. I think it's a lot of money. I think it's a lot.
What else did you get from this press conference?
Well, like I said, excuses, excuses, excuses. He's been very respectful. Of course, like I say, he's treating Munguia like a great champion, like it's one of the toughest fights. It's gonna bring a lot of excitement. It's gonna be, the reason he picked him is because he thinks that he's gonna beat him. But I think Munguia is young. It's gonna be a great fight. It's gonna be a good fight. But I don't know. Maybe Munguia could maybe give him some problems. I don't see Munguia winning. You know, it will be maybe the biggest robbery in history if he does do well. But I think it will be very hard for Munguia to win, to give him the fight. He has to knock out Canelo. I don't think he can knock out Canelo at the same time. I don't think he has the power. I mean, he stopped Ryder, but who the fuck is Ryder? I think he was retired after Canelo gave him that beating. From a fight like that. I just don't think Munguia it's an elite fighter at this moment. I think he's a good fighter, a great fighter. He's learning. He's not there. That's why Canelo picked him. So, but of course, he's supposed to say he's a great fighter. He earned his place. He doesn't talk shit. Man, that has nothing to do with it. Um, uh, Floyd used to talk a lot of shit. He fought him. Camacho used to talk a lot of fight. I mean, he used to talk a lot of shit. There were so many. Fernando Vargas used to talk a lot of shit. Mayorga, Casamayor, all these fighters. That Prince Nassim Hamed. I mean, at the end of the day, this is not a friendly sport. This is a sport that they could lose their lives. And these guys are trying to destroy the other person. They're trying to knock them out. And if they win in a knockout, that's what they want to show. It's even better. So I'm not going to come here and lie. Oh, I want him to be good, this and that. It has to look spectacular. And every fight, we have to look at spectacular. We have to prove ourselves because otherwise people will be talking. And people like knockouts. People like blood. People like knockouts. And that's what we want to give them.
You know, I believe some of the answers that Canelo, answered, questions that he answered. He seems like he's very PR trained, and he said a lot of clever things that you've mentioned. Um, do you feel like him throwing those numbers out is a way to like say, all right, fans, you got to go out and demand this because it's gonna cost a shitload of money, and this is a promo. This is like for PR type of thing, and this is because the reason why I say this, right? The guy that you guys are fighting, right? You went black for a second. You want to come in and come right back out, Jose?
Oh, am I there? No.
Yeah, I can hear you, but I can't see you. The people
Okay, I
people
don't
can't see
know.
you.
Let me see
Oh,
what
just
happened.
come out the room and come back in like last time.
Okay, okay, I'll do that.
Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. It's your boy Mills from Mills City Boxing, home of the high level pro boxing media, the fighters channel, the trainers channel, the people's channel. I just also got a text from Blair Cobbs. It is breaking news that he will be fighting Adrian Broner, and he'll be here with us shortly after this interview with Jose. So yeah, so when my question coming into like is I believe he's very PR trained, and do you feel like this fight possibly could happen? And the reason why is because the guy that you're fighting, Alexander Bolswick, um, he has been Canelo's sparring partner for 3 years. Is that a coincidence? I mean, I don't know.
Well, I believe that like you say, he's been well trained for PR and all that. He's scared of David, man. He does not want to face David. He's just asking for ridiculous money, because he knows he's not going to get that money. But who knows? Like I said, be careful what you wish for. There'll probably be people that really want to see this fight, and they'll pay that money. Once they come up with that amount and offer that, I don't. He's going to come up with something else because he knows that David is going to beat him. He knows and he recognizes that David is very talented. He's stronger than him, and he can lose to David. He believes that. So um, the other thing is that they a lot of people say that Alexander is managed by Reynoso. I asked. He's not managed by Reynoso. He helped them. He helped them. He trained there, and they wanted to help him because they were thankful that he was sparring with Canelo. So they got him a couple of fights in their cards, and but the one that trains him is Marcos. Marcos is a really good friend of mine, and I known Marcos for a long, long time. Even we used to spar mostly long time ago,
I
long
remember you
time
talking
ago.
about this, yeah.
So he was just trying to help him, but they want to see how he does with David. We're not going to take it easy. We're not going to go in there and try to look bad. You know, we are going to do our work. We're preparing ourselves to look spectacular. And once David beats Alexander, they're going to get more panic, and they are going to, for that 150 million, you know, he doesn't want to face David. Why get paid so much money when he has a lot of money and probably get injured, end up in the hospital, and I mean, he's not the same Canelo no more. He will be fighting a young lion, young, hungry, with a lot of anger, and with wanting to win a fight. So I don't think he would. To me, I'm not. I'm being optimistic, and I'm thinking it's going to happen. But if it doesn't happen, it doesn't really matter. I don't care. We're going up to 175. We're focused on 175. Try to win that interim belt. Try to fight at 175 for all those belts. Be bold or Beterbiev, whoever wins. I think that fight is easier to make. These guys don't have that much power like Canelo. I don't know what's happening in the organizations there. What's happening with all that? I'm just trying to think that these guys are going to make the right decisions and be honest and be fair, you know. But if not, we go up to 175. If something happens at 168, we'll come back and fight for that belt. Canelo was supposed to get stripped at 168 on March. Nothing has happened. Nothing is going to happen. And, you know, we're going to be patient and trying to see what happens.
Have you ever tried to go a different organization?
Well, a lot of people have asked me that already. It's going to be the same thing. Right now is because of the WBC. It's their turn. Whenever we go to the other guy's turn, it's going to be the same thing.
How
They're
you know?
trying to get paid. They're trying to get paid. They're getting their sanction fees and all that, whatever it is, and they're not willing to let go until they see that that fighter's completely done. They'll step to the other one, and that's how it is. They got to make their money anyways. But right now is because the WBC is the one. It's their turn now, so all the pressure are on them. If it was another one, it would be the same thing. You know.
Yeah, hopefully they do the right thing. But looking at their resume, I don't know. Uh
Exactly.
but going into your matchup coming up, man, I've been hearing some good news, man. I heard it's on the tank card, and I also heard that the rematch with Edwin De Los Santos is official.
Fuck,
And
man, it's a great card, man. That everything you heard, you're right. We're just waiting for the venue. Where's it gonna be at? And yeah, it's exciting, man. Tank, David, and Rayo, man. I think it's a great fight, and those are the kind of cards that we want to be in. Give you guys the exciting fights and good fights.
how exciting is it, just knowing that it's a new network. You are not, presented as the main event, but just knowing the excitement of the actual card. How do you guys feel? Some people,
Man, we're super
they need that
thankful.
main event. Some people
Man,
need that main event spot. But what do you guys feel about,
I want to send a big shout out to Al Heyman, man. He's done everything he said he was gonna do, and he does more than he says he's gonna do. We're super happy to be with PVC. Al Heyman, Sansom, Picasso of boxing. Uh, we just want to make history, man. We're blessed. We're thankful with everything that's happened. We don't have to be main event. We don't have to be the ones, fighting with Tank. It's an honor. It's a pleasure being there. Um, we just got to do our job and whatever. That's not as long as we give a good fight and people are excited and being on the it's like a concert, with all these great stars, to me that's what it means, and we just want to make history. We want to show the people where we at. We got to keep proving ourselves and give you guys the good fights, and that's all that matters. It doesn't matter if we main event, co-main event. I'm super happy with Rayo being on the card also. So I can't wait, man. I can't wait for that day to happen. Fighting in the same card with Tank. I love Tank. It's a great fighter, and it's gonna be a great fight.
June 15th. I'm hearing.
Yes, yes.